Hey everybody, it's Dak here from the Ed Boys, and welcome to episode 14 of the Slayer. Let's see what Neve is going to give us to start off this episode. Come on, Neve. Come on, Neve. 161 Fire Giants. Not the greatest task to start an episode off, but we'll get some good experience from it. I want to meet you guys in the Stronghold Slayer Cave. I did manage to get a rune square shield this time instead of a rune skimmy. I feel like I average one rune skimmy per task, but the rune square is actually worth a little bit more money, so if I could trade out that rune skimmy with the square shield, it'll end up being a little bit more profit in the future. Let's go ahead and price check this load. This is the only load that it took me. It's going to turn out to be probably around an average fire giant load, a little bit less actually, about 80k. And what are you going to do for task number 2, Neve? Task number, actually 202, I should say. Task number 2 of this episode, 137 Greater Demons. Alright. Not huge on Greater Demons, but I can pound out this task pretty quickly. And we're finishing up the Greater Demons task. This one actually went pretty well. It took about 50 minutes, so a little bit less than an hour. And I was expecting about an hour, so it went a little bit quicker. We got some of these demon heads that are pretty new from Zaya. I don't really know too much about them quite yet, but I know that I can pick them up for a little bit of extra cash. And even then, this only adds up to be 43k. Alright, Neve, task number 203, hopefully better than Fire Giants and Greater Demons. Ooh, more Fire Giants, not necessarily better, but this will turn out to be good XP. There's a lot of them this time. I'm gonna be honest, I thought I was getting that on that kill. I think it's gonna be first hit on this Fire Giant. Let's see, there it is. Look at that, we have 97 range. We are only 2 levels away from getting my first skill cape on this account. Wrapping up this Fire Giant task, we did manage to get a rune skimmy, and I got a ton of these giant heads, which before I said I didn't really know much about them. I know that they are used for prayer. I know like the idea behind them, but for me, like I said, just picking them up to see if I can get some extra cash. I have a feeling these heads, with how many I just got, are not going to be 2k for very long, but for now, it is 2k. If I were to go sell it, it looks like this load I would have made almost 100k. Alright, Neve, I need the 4th task of the episode. 166 spiritual creatures. It's not too bad. This will be the first time that I can actually fight these spiritual mages, so let's see if that makes any bit of a difference during this task. So I didn't manage any dragon boots from this assignment. I didn't fight very many spiritual mages, but not that big of a deal. I mean, I split it up, just if whichever one I see closest to me I start fighting, so probably killed a few dozen spiritual mages, and it would have been nice to get those dragon boots. Would have added up a little bit better. But we still got some quality XP, and it looks like we made 37k. Well, let's go with 38k. Okay, Neve, first 4 tasks have not been that solid. I know you can do better than this. I have seen you do better than this. Jad, that is better than this. Sweet, this is our first good task of the episode, I would say. I'm a fan of Jad now that I feel fairly confident in my ability to beat him. That's a big XP drop. Ooh, a 40. I'm not sure if I've ever hit a 40. I don't recall myself ever doing that, to be honest. I think that's my first 40, and I pulled it off on Jad. What? He's just gonna go babbling on about how he feels a little bit more confident about Jad. So he finally feels like when he gets to Jad, it's time we need. I don't want to hear it. He should be almost dead. A 37. That helps a lot. And then is that at the 8? That is the 8. There we go. That's 9 Jad kills total. 205 tasks in a row. 12 more points. Doesn't look like we got the pet, but we could always trade our cape in. Let's go ahead and do that. Everybody cross your fingers. I have a cape here. Oh, no, no, no. What? Oh. Oh. Clicked 1 instead of 3. Alright, Neve, I need a new task. Give me something good. 170 trolls, very good. I like a big number of trolls like that. I'll meet you guys over in Tizo. The first time I got a troll task, I wasn't too solid about it. I didn't do very well. I took a lot of damage, ate a lot of food, used a lot of prayer. And now it has gotten a lot easier. I've made sure to figure out how to do this. I could do a little bit better. As you can see, the spot I'm running by right now is a better place that I could be putting my cannon. but I like to just kind of AFK it a little bit. This is probably the simplest XP I get, and one of the best rates, obviously. This assignment took just about 20 minutes. I'll just round up to 20 minutes. And I got 12.2k XP, so it's about the same XP rates as Jad would be. And the profit, I don't know, the profit is pretty random. This time we made 115k. Alright, Neve, I need a new assignment. Those were 2 good ones in a row. 168 Dagonoths, that would be 3 good ones in a row. Good work, Neve. You are killing it today. Well, you are starting to do better today, I should say. Oh, look at that. There's 2 Snapdragon seeds in the ground. I'm glad I checked. What if I missed both of them? You imagine? Oh, I wouldn't have known, but I would have been upset. Alright, task completed. It's 207 in a row, 12 more points. Let's go ahead and price check this one. Most of those Snapdragon seeds, I had 3 of them overall, so that's pretty nice. That's actually really killer for one of these tasks. It looks like we made 157k. Alright, Neve, task number 208. Keep your roll going. 55 skeletal wyverns. Sweet. This will be some good cash. Let's keep our fingers crossed that we get some mad drops from these guys. This was a pretty good wyverns task. I got some Ron RC drops. My first load, I got 2 rune Warhammers in a row on like my 4th and 5th kill, which is pretty helpful. I got a couple of rune items this time. As you can see, I have a rune kite shield, rune battle axe. Overall, I think it added up pretty well. This was, I think, my best load, so we'll see in just a second exactly how good this is. Then I can tell you how much money we made on the overall task, and I have some pretty high hopes for it. I don't think this will be the most we've made, but this is going to be kind of close. With this load, it looks like we made 303k. That actually puts us at just over 1.1 mil on the assignment. We made 1,126k, which I believe is our second best task. Alright, Neve, I think you made up for the bad tasks you started us out with. What do you have next? 10 Black Dragons. Alright, I like Black Dragon tasks. They're very quick, and I got that slim possibility for a Visage. Final Black Dragon kill here. Went really quickly, actually. This was a 15-minute task, which is kind of killer. I like the 15-minute task, especially when I don't have to use a cannon. This not only is a 15-minute task, like Calphites, Trolls, and Dagonoths, but I actually made a profit, which is really nice. That's 209 tasks in a row, 12 more points, and let's go ahead and price check. I did manage all in one load, so we don't have to run to the bank at all or just add it up. You can see everything right here, and it looks like about 77k. Alright, Neve, this is going to be the halfway point, almost. This task will make the halfway point. What do you got? 243 Black Demons. Wow, that is a big amount of Black Demons. I feel like I haven't had these things in a while. It's going to be some mad XP. I'll tell you how much in a minute. Yeah, this was the most XP we've gotten in a single assignment. A little over 38k Slayer XP, which is like 1.3k more than a Jad assignment. So pretty cool. Took just about 3 hours, though, so the XP rates are still just under 13k an hour, which is fairly average, comparable to like Blood Velds and whatnot. And the profit, this wasn't the only load, made about 59k, 60k from this load, which puts us at about 223k on the assignment. Alright, Neve, you definitely ended pretty strong. I like getting that mad XP. And 82 elves, not phenomenal XP, but this is a pretty quick task, so the rates overall, pretty good. I like this one. This was one of the best elf tasks I've had with drops. I got a handful of herbs, some of those, you know, green d'hide and whatnot. It's one of the only times that I've ever nearly filled up my inventory. It was kind of getting rough with food, because bones to peaches is great, but if I can only have like 5 or 6 bones in my inventory, it's not as great. I know I could drop stuff and then pick up the bones and then make the bones into peaches, but I don't know, it's just gets a little bit of a pain once the inventory starts getting full. But if the inventory getting full means better profit, I'll take it. Looks like we made in 82 elves, made about 82k. Task number 212, Neve. What do you have for me? Where are you? There are you. 131 Blood Velds. I've been wondering where the Blood Velds are. I feel like we haven't gotten those in a while. 131 Blood Velds is not a big number. This took almost exactly an hour. And we got 15k XP. So 15k XP an hour, one of the better rates we get for sure, especially with a task that I don't have to use a cannon. And profit-wise, never really anything great, but we made about 43k. Alright, Neve, I'm ready for another one. What do you have for me? I'd like some good cash right now. I'm feeling a good money one. 60 steel dragons. I like that. This could be good cash. I think in general 60 of them will add up pretty well, but some rare drops and that could add up very well. And unless of course I get a rare on this drop, it looks like I didn't get any, but not that big of a deal. Still made some good cash from this one. As you can see, I am on my last legs. I gotta put on protect from melee just in case this one next to me wants to attack me. I don't believe it will. But I ran out of food here. My potion ended once. I took some extra damage from that. And I was standing next to a dragon. Too close to a dragon a couple of times. Kind of blew it. But I survived. We made 51k from this load. And actually puts us at 404k on the assignment. That was a pretty good moneymaker, Neve. I like that. I'd like if you would stick with that. 56 skeletal wyverns. Sweet. Let's see if we can get another 1 mil task. Everybody cross your fingers on that one. And pretty early on in this wyvern task, looks like we're going to be getting an HP level. It's actually 90 HP, which is my second level 90 in this account. Kind of cool. Not a huge deal, but kind of cool. Alright, it's getting a little hectic in here. A couple people don't really know what they're doing fighting these wyverns, so I'm starting to get attacked by other wyverns. But any shot now, we get the kill and 84 Slayer. I don't unlock anything special, but I'm only 1 level away from 85 now, and that is the big one we're looking for. So sweet, got another Slayer level. This Wyvern's task didn't manage to pan out to be as much money. It's not anything bad. This is still probably going to be the second best moneymaker we get on this episode, only to the other Wyvern's task. But it's definitely not going to be a 1 mil task. There's no way. I didn't get any of those Ron RC drops. Very few rune items. So one of the lower end tasks for wyverns, but it still added up really well. We get 82k from this load. Made 675k from that assignment. Alright, Neve, you have gotten me 1 mil over my past 2 assignments. What do you have for me next? 121 fire giants. Oh, I believe that's the 3rd time I've gotten fire giants on this episode. I'll meet you guys in the cave. I did manage to get a cut dragonstone, which I believe is from the rare drop table from these fire giants. It's almost 30k, probably one of the best drops I've gotten from fire giants, to be honest. But even with that and the rune skimmy, it's not like we made any phenomenal cash. Got some good XP, another 12 Slayer points, and after we add this up, it looks like we made about 78k. Alright, Neve, I need task number 216, a little bit better than fire giants. 150 gargoyles. That's about the same as fire giants. I put them in the same level. This gargoyle task was a little bit wild. Around like, I don't know, 100 left, they just started hitting really hard, and it wasn't until, I don't know, I had to take 4 bank trips, and I was expecting 3, and this last bank trip has been fine, but once I killed about 50 of them, they actually started hitting really hard, and it was a little strange. I had to use so much more swordfish than I was used to, but it all worked out, whatever. Did get a granite maul drop, which is kind of cool. And overall, it added up decently well. Looks like we made 97k. And I need a new task, Neve. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Help me out, Neve. 163 blood velds. That's actually pretty good. That'll be some bomb XP. I bet that might be a 20k XP task. I'll check in a second. So it's actually 19.6k XP from this task, which is not that big of a deal because it only took an hour and 20 minutes to do, which is, I don't know, around an average time for a task and an above average amount of XP for a task. So I'll take it. The money is not phenomenal. You got a handful of myth chains and a pretty good amount of blood runes this time, but it still only added up to 74k. Okay, Neve, this is task 218. What do you have? Something new? Something special? 247 aberrant specters. That is something I have not gotten in quite some time, actually. I am looking forward to this one. Before I get too deep into this task, I was supposed to do this a few tasks ago. I'm going to buy this herb sack. This costs 750 Slayer points, but I can hold 30 of each kind of herb. It's for a total of up to 420 herbs, but it only works for grimy herbs, let me say that. It's going to be very helpful on a lot of tasks, especially something like Aberrant Spectres, who drop mostly grimy herbs for my profit. This assignment went really well. I think we made some pretty good profit off of it. 90 XP apiece is not that much, but with 247 of them, it's a 22k XP task, and it took hour and 45 minutes, so it's not too bad on XP. Could be a little bit better, obviously, but the profit we're about to see is actually going to be pretty good. I ran to the bank to show you this profit because it's going to take multiple loads since I have so many herbs in the herb sack. First of all, we have 227k just from all the other miscellaneous items. I can throw those in here, and I will now add up all of the herbs, but I'll fast forward this for you so you don't have to watch. It's probably going to take me ridiculously long because I'm a little slow at these things. And this is the final price check here. This is just the pretty much the last little bit, not very much. 16k. It all adds up to a 473k task. So Bear Inspectors have not let me down yet. Alright, Neve, I have 2 tasks to go in this episode. What do you have for me? Let's get some good XP this time since we just got good money. 124 trolls, kind of a low number for trolls, but this is a very quick and pretty good XP task, so I'm happy about that. Really didn't get any drops on this task except for the rune kite shield at the last second. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Otherwise, it's not going to add up to very much money, so probably lost money overall because I used a bunch of cannonballs, but whatever. This is a 15-minute task. 124 of them is almost 9k XP. So what is that? 36k XP an hour. This is comparable to a Jad task, which I think I may have come to that conclusion earlier. But anyways, that's good XP rates. I will always take a troll task, even if I lose some money. I'm willing to spend it. Let's go ahead and price check this. Like I said, mostly that last second rune kite shield that helped us out. And looks like we made 58k. Oh, wait. There's 2 troll heads here. Looks like we made 64k. Okay, Neve, what is the final assignment in this episode? 222 black demons. Alright, not as big as the last black demon task, but another big task. So this one took maybe 15-20 minutes less. It was about 2 hours and 45 minutes for this black demon task. Still got almost 35k XP, and we made some decent cash. I'll meet you at the bank so we can add all of this up. Alright, so I got a few different areas to add up. This did take multiple loads, so we got to check how much we made on this load to see how much we made on the assignment. Then I can quickly add it to the rest of the tasks to see how much we made on the episode. So about 100k from this load puts us at 205k on the assignment, which is not bad for a black demon assignment, but it actually brings us up to over 4 mil on the episode. We made 4,152k in this episode. I don't really recall exactly what most I've made in a single episode is, but 4.1 mil I believe is up there, possibly the most we've made so far. Very helpful that we got 2 wyvern tasks and some stuff like steel dragons, bear inspectors. Here's the bank tab. You guys can check it out. Looks like we're at about 36.5 mil, which is pretty good. It's actually getting up there to a decent amount. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know that I did, and I'll see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click on that like button and tell us what you enjoyed about it. If you're looking for some more RuneScape videos like this one, then be sure to join the cul-de-sac by subscribing for more. We will see you next time.